So you're probably wondering about the shoes. All my life, my adult life, I always liked those little kids that ran down the street with the little blinking shoes, the little sneakers, the little kids, and I always wanted some. They didn't make them for adults. So last night at the rehearsal dinner, Lisa gave me adult blinking shoes. But she said I had to wear them, that they're very tight. Unless I get lit, they'll be lighter than I am. We'll see. I don't know. Good. But starting off with the obvious, thank you for all coming here from far and wide, California, Boston, and all the points in between. Unbelievable representation of the whole country here. And we thank you because Labor Day weekend, are you kidding me? So we thank you. It's a really tough time to book flights and hotels, but you all did it. And we really appreciate all of you making an effort to be here. And what was the result? A room full of love, friendship, and family. There's an old social no-no. Do not discuss politics at a social occasion. And I'm afraid that there might be a little cringer here for a moment coming up as I take just a brief moment to speak out for something that I feel strongly about. No wall can be built tall enough to stop this thing that is pervasive throughout the country and even the world. For the sake of you parents with young children and you future parents that are the beginning of the next generation, I feel I have to speak out. It's this book, Cinderella, just said, beware. If you read this over and over again to your kids, you too will get tents with swag, curtains and chandeliers and draperies and mansion venues. Every night at bedtime, I read Cinderella to Lisa, and she knew every word and picture. Sometimes I would try to skip it because I wanted to see a TV program, skip a few words, few pages. Oh, no. And she would always catch me and say, no, Daddy, read it the right way. So I did. And she went to sleep, to dream of beautiful dresses, a ball, and a handsome prince. Well, not too long ago, Lisa traveled to California with a friend and met Eric, who definitely caught her eye, and the seed was planted. But all too briefly, she went right back to Boston. But Eric had to see this girl again. He flew to Boston, and he romanced her. There were flowers, love notes, and a lot of FaceTime. And they were smitten with each other. And then Marty and I met Eric. And Marty grilled the poor guy with every question under the sun, the same way her mother grilled me with everything under the sun. But we found in Eric a sweet, kind, loving nature with good values. And he really won Marty over with his love of Thanksgiving and tradition and the fact that he collected Christmas tree ornaments, each having meaning. We traveled to California to meet Tony and Randy and Aaron and Grandma Lynn, and we saw the love of family, the strong good values, the warmth, and we saw why Eric is who he is. Eric has the most important thing in a relationship, sensitivity. When Lisa is low, he encourages her up. When she is too high emotionally, he lovingly calms her down, all the while providing a strong, stable backbone. And Lisa, Mom and I are so proud of you, and we love you so much. and you're still my little girl. Nothing wrong with dreaming. When you wish upon a star can come true. To Eric and Lisa, a long, happy, healthy life of love. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Nicely done. Julie, if I can call up the matron of honor, Julie, it is time for your toast.
Hi, everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Julie Beal, formerly Julie Becker, and I'm one of Lisa's co-matrons of honor, and I'm so honored to be here tonight. I've known Lisa my entire life. We joke that we met in strollers, but we really did 30 years ago, and we've been lifelong best friends ever since. Lisa's the sister that I never had, but I always wanted. Not gonna cry. We spent so much time together when we were younger that people really thought that we were sisters, and I definitely consider Lisa and Lindsay sisters and Marty and Tom second family. One of our favorite things to do when we were little was go through their attic, and for anyone who knows the Taylors, you know that the treasures that are up in that attic. We'd find dress-up clothes, we'd perform dances, we'd make up plays, we'd practice our OM skits, we would play realtor in their playroom above the garage for countless hours. Most kids played pretend school when they were little, but we played pretend realtors because we wanted to be just like Marty and Tom. And we'd say, Century 21 American Properties, how may I help you? Well, after years of playing pretend Century 21 American Properties, shockingly, we didn't become all-star realtors. But I'm convinced that we could have had our own house hunting show, definitely. Lisa would have been the designer, and I would have been the seller. Today, Lisa has a successful career in marketing, and many of her fabulous Digitas coworkers are here tonight. Where are you? And I'm a kindergarten teacher. We don't work together today, but when we were younger, we did share some amazing odd jobs together. We've worked at an elementary school together. We actually fixed up rental properties, some of Tom's rental properties. So you name it, we painted, we plastered, we spackled. Shocking, we did that. To my personal favorite job, we were can collectors. We would spend the day answering the phones at Century 21, and as our payment, Mr. Taylor would thank us by letting us go underneath the sink and take all of the cans. So we'd take all the cans next door at the Sam's liquor store next door, and we'd cash them in for candy, not alcohol. We were only like 12 years old, 12 or 14 years old, but those were the good old days. And speaking of Mr. and Mrs. Taylor, I just wanted to thank them for hosting such a beautiful event tonight. Let's give a round of applause. So, Lisa, she's always had spectacular sense of style from such a young age. Lisa always had to wear a dress. She never wore tights no matter how cold it was back in nursery school. And she had great accessories for any outfit. Sometimes it was even a tutu. I'm surprised we're not wearing tutus here tonight like Lisa wanted us to originally. Lisa definitely got her sense of style from her amazing grandmother, the Gramster. And I know she would be so proud of Lisa tonight in her stunning wedding dress. And what a beautiful bride she is. I always knew that Lisa would have a gorgeous wedding one day, but it was my hope that she'd find an amazing life partner, and she's definitely found that with Eric Popien. I remember the first time I met Eric. It was right after Steve's my husband, Steve and I got engaged, and we were celebrating in Boston. It was Eric's, I think, second time in Boston, but it was his first time visiting for it was her first time visiting Lisa, I think. Second time in Boston, but first time coming out to visit Lisa, and it was like the start of their one of many long-distance relationships back and forth across the country. Eric is such a genuine, fun-loving, adventurous person, and his pure love for Lisa is so obvious. I knew Eric and Lisa together was a different kind of relationship. It was definitely something special, especially after they started calling each other Bubba. They're the picture-perfect power couple, and I have no doubt that they will have a long, healthy, beautiful relationship and marriage. My only advice for Eric is that he learns a little bit more about the Patriots, becomes more of a fan, and and that they stay on the East Coast. And a little something hey!
Here you go. Welcome to the family.
No. A little bit of Patriots and camo is love for hunting. So I'd like to end with a quote from a famous doctor, a doctor you might have heard of before. His name is Dr. Seuss. And he once said that you know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. So I'd like everyone to raise their glasses. We have either one. And have a toast to Lisa and Eric for living out their dream together.
And if I can call up Maid of Honor Lindsay, sister of the bride. I'm not sure. There you are.
Not sure where you were seated.
Yeah. Oops, sorry. Hello, everyone. So I am Lisa's sister, Lindsay, and I know some of you were at my wedding last summer, and you were lucky enough to hear Lisa sing for me. And so to return that favor to her, I am not going to sing for you all tonight. So you're welcome. But like many sisters, when Lisa and I grew up, we grew up planning our weddings. You know, we talked about flowers and rings and venues and dresses. And the whole family spent many a Friday night drinking wine and judging the brides on say yes to the dress. And Lisa always wanted the biggest, grandest, and best wedding. And you could just see the fear in my dad's eyes. You still can. But it was always about the wedding and making it as grand and as special and as perfect as we could. And let's be honest, I think all those years of planning certainly paid off here tonight. Right, but... But all that planning was about the wedding. And when Lisa met Eric, or California as I knew him for the first 6 months of their relationship, this fantasy wedding became more about a celebration of their love and their relationship, and not just a really big, expensive party. So Eric really is a perfect match for my little sister. He cooks, which for those of you who've ever had Lisa's stuffed shells will understand how important that is in their relationship. He also enjoys getting up early to exercise for some reason, and their mutual love for red wine, which we've heard a lot about this weekend. And when I first met Eric in Austin, which was well into their relationship at this point, we all sang Taylor Swift together. He won a dance contest at a dueling piano bar, and we had a long discussion about our favorite constitutional amendments. So clearly I liked him. But more important is, the most special, is how important both of them, friends and family, are to both of them. Lisa is the keeper of the traditions in our family, and I see that same genuine love and loyalty in Eric's relationship with his family and friends. Sorry, I have too many pages and they're all mixed up. Okay. We got it. We don't got it. We got it. Okay, so this is not the happily ever after that Lisa has been dreaming of since we were little kids listening to Cinderella every night, and seriously, every single night, guys, like without a fail. But it's the beginning of their very own wine-filled fairy tale. So please raise your glasses to Lisa and Eric. Here's to many future ever nurseries.
So good. Thank you.
You're welcome for not singing.
Just one more? Yeah.
All right, and last but certainly not least, I'd like to call it the best man and brother of the groom. Aaron, it's time for your toast.
Perfect. All right. Whew. I'm not great at public speaking, so I'll make this as quick and painless as possible. I would like to say thank you to Marty Taylor and Tom Taylor first for putting on such a beautiful ceremony for such a special occasion. Fantastic. As I was introduced, I am Aaron. I'm the best man. I'm also Eric's older brother. And most of you don't know me, probably like they don't look anything alike. And some of you are like, there's no way he's the older brother. But he's always been my bigger little brother. That's always referred to him. He's always been bigger than me and far more mature than me. It was him in high school. He's picking me up from the parties and make sure I staying out of trouble. He's always watching me. And besides being my brother, he is also my first friend and by far my best friend in this world. There's no one more I cherish and love and know that has my back than my brother. We've been there for each other, everything. We've gone through a lot, and he's the best man I know in the world. Yeah. And, I got it. And if you know Eric, he's a very intense guy. And he says I'm going to go for a light run. He means miles and miles, and you can't keep up. A light bike ride is going to be miles. I know Randy went through that. It's like, oh, we're almost done. It's like, we're almost halfway through. Yeah, we're close. Close. So he needs someone to calm him down, match that energy, and there's no one I could pick better that calms him and brings him down to earth and levels him out than Lisa. I could not imagine a more perfect woman to be my brother, to make a match, because the only thing I care about in this world is that my brother's happy. That's the only thing that's ever mattered to me. It's family, and that he's happy. And I truly have not seen him happier than he is now, like, ever. Like, coming over, moving here, just be with her. They were FaceTiming. It was nonstop. They're trying to be like they're there, and they came over, and he's changed a bit, not all in good ways at all. He traded in his flip-flops for boat shoes, board shorts for these pastels, tank tops for collared shirts. These polos and tucked in. He tucks them in. I don't know. But other than that, he's changed. He is more leveled, more calm, and just the happiest I've ever seen him, truly seen him. The smile on his face, and I could see too, I love him more than anything, and I see Lisa look at him, and it's the same way I look at him, is she cherishes him. He cherishes her more than anything in the world. I truly know this, and just want to, I love you guys. I love you guys more than anything. Let's give a cheers to new Mr. and Mrs. Popien.